The Pentagon Challenge. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the Pentagon Challenge? Here are the rules. We've got to win 5 different Champions League trophies in the 5 different confederations, all while starting unemployed with 0 coaching badges and Sunday League experience. So let's begin. We started off by going into the job centre and filtering it so it only showed a manager and club jobs only. And as you can see, quite a few different options have popped up, and we're going to click apply all to give us the best chance of getting that first job.
Eventually,
We signed for GN Xingzhou in the Chinese First Division, making them our first team. The first thing we did was apply for a coaching course, which was later rejected. So I tried convincing the board that this was the right thing for my career, but they would not budge, and that conversation was lately rejected. I then decided to look around the squad to see how I can best utilise the players that I have, and I found out very quickly that there's very low squad depth and also low funds, so I can't really improve the squad at all. So this team is going to have to do the job to get the season done. Our reign started out well, as in the first 6 matches we managed to win 3, drawing 2, and only narrowly losing 1 game by 1 goal. But there's still a long way to go till the end of the season. A must-win game against DG United saw us nick the ball in the middle of the park before playing it out wide and a beautiful cross onto our striker's head. We continue to dominate players, more beautiful work down their right hand side for a low-driven cross converted by our striker. The last goal of the game came from a well-worked set-piece routine which was slotted away calmly by our wing-back. Come the end of the season, we managed to avoid a relegation from the Chinese First Division. We then reapplied to start a coaching course, but is also rejected again, so I made the executive decision to leave and find another club.
this is Sparta!
Yes, we signed for Blythe Spartans in hope to build our coaching badges up before leaving to find a better club. Straight away again, we applied to start a coaching course, and this time the board actually accepted. Life at Blythe got off to an excellent start as we managed to pick up 2 draws and 6 wins in a row, as we take Blythe all the way down from 18th up to 11th. We have also now completed our National C licence, so we applied to start another coaching course, which the board accepted. Our good form continues throughout the season as we now find ourselves in the playoff spot, and our first match will be against Chorley. We start on the front foot as we play through Chorley's team, and as it eventually falls to our right back, he slots it away. We continue to dominate the ball. As Chorley can't clear their lines, it falls back to our right back who hits it across the box, and Matt Derbyshire is there to finish. Things went from bad for worse for Chorley after their keeper's shocking mistake. However, Chorley did come fighting back off the blocks in the second half after a cross was hit in by their player. That goal was shortly lived as a minute later we went back up the pitch and we scored. Chorley did have a corner, which they managed to get a goal back off it, but it was not going to be enough as we won the playoffs 4-2. We have also agreed to sign a new contract at Blythe, as I think this will be best to stay to build up more coaching badges before leaving. On to the semi-finals against Buxton. They were the ones to make a fast start as they play it down the right-hand side and whipping across, which is cleared by our player. Their continued pressure eventually pays off as they manage to play through our defence and score. They were still not letting go, however, as a poor tackle falls straight to their player and he smashes it past the goalkeeper. We did come fighting back in the second half as we played down the left-hand side and we scored, but that was only going to be a consolation goal as we lose the leg 2-1. Fast forward to the end of next season, our coaching badges are now looking a lot healthier as we managed to win the league, totally dominating our opposition as you can see here. However, our time at Blythe has now come to an end as we go back to the drawing board and apply for more jobs. We accept a contract at Yokohama Marines in the J1 League. I set the team up using my custom 4-2-3-1 tactics, which I have a video out on my channel if you want to use it. As I joined, we are currently in 14th place, so we have our work cut out for us if we want to get into that Champions League position. In the transfer market, I managed to raise a few funds and reinvest it into the squad to get better players, and you can clearly see it has worked as we now find ourselves 8th in the league, getting closer to that Champions League spot. We have now also started working towards our Continental A license, which is going to take 12 months to complete. A must-win game against Kobe will secure our Champions League dreams. Kobe start on the front foot, passing the ball around nicely, but we manage to clear it out. They retain possession, and it falls back to them on the edge of the box, and our keeper saves. Yet again, Kobe are the team to be playing the ball around nicely, stretching my team out as they go back to defence, and they play a ball forward to the striker, and he scores. However, it is now our turn to retain the ball as we are passing it around nicely from back to front. And eventually we get it down the line, it played back, and we force a save off the keeper. It is all Yokohama in this final stages of the match as we work it from the left side over to the right, where we force another save off the keeper. Into the second half, we start where we left off, continuing to put pressure on that Kobe defence as we try to find a way through. We eventually take a shot and it gets a deflection. We manage to win the ball back off a Kobe attack, playing it around nicely over to that right side, where we play it through the middle and a through ball, and we score. Kobe are playing the ball around nicely, eventually getting it through to the striker, and he scores, but that goal was shortly lived as it got disallowed. And luckily, that draw was actually good enough to put us into the Champions League qualifiers. Fast forward to next season, we have signed and sold quite a few players, as our form in the league is nothing short but excellent, as we win the first 3 matches and find ourselves top of the league. Into the mid-season transfer market, we have sold and signed even more players, as our form in the league continues to be nothing but excellent, only managing to lose 1 game, as we find out that we'll be playing CC Marinas in the Champions League playoffs. On to the playoffs, we managed to get the first goal, and from more play down that left-hand side, we work it to the right, and we manage to get a second after a lovely low cross. Yet again, some more play down that left-hand side as we work it from left to right. We play it back over towards the left-hand side where he runs down the line, but you can't go anywhere with it. We play it over towards our right back and he smashes it in the net. We continue to dominate into the second half as he's managed to work into the box but can't go anywhere. A chipped ball into the box sees it land on our player's head. A corner for us allows us to finish this playoff leg as we manage to win the game 4-0. Into the group stages, we've been drawn against Perth Glory, Port and CH Port, where in the first 3 matches sees us secure 3 victories, only needing 1 more win to qualify to the second round of the cup. Meanwhile, we've also managed to win the J1 League after a 6-1 win. Into the game against CH Port, where a win secures our place in the second round of the cup, sees us score an early goal, but sadly the referee did disallow it. A reckless challenge sees our player getting sent off, making it 10 times harder. Although having a player sent off, that did not stop our team as Fred Friday manages to turn and score past the goalkeeper. That goal was shortly lived, however, as they go up the pitch and score after a deflection sends the keeper. Going into the final minutes now, where a win is needed for us to qualify for the second round of the Champions League, sees us run down the right hand side where we are tackled. We do, however, retain possession after a poor clearance. It gets played out to the left where he cuts inside and runs through the defence, where a ball across the box sees Fred Friday finish again, sending us into the next round. We have now also completed our Continental A license after 12 months, so we go and request to start another coaching course, which the board has kindly accepted for us to do. Come to the end of the season, our form was absolutely terrific, only managing to lose 3 matches the whole season, as we managed to win the league on 99 points, totally dominating absolutely everyone. As we find out in the next round, we'll be playing Kashira Reizal. Into the second round now, sees us have the early possession. After poor pass back allows us to get a shot off, but it's over. A throw in for us sees our cross cleared away, but we manage to get the ball back and we play it back and we smash it to the bottom right hand side of the corner. We continue to be the team making all the chances after some beautiful link-up play down that left-hand side. Sees a shot smashed into the top of the net. Kashiwa did finally have one of their own chances after a cross was cleared, but it got played back and he manages to run through our team and slots it into the bottom left corner. Into the second half now, where we have our own corner. We play it into the middle, where we play it out towards the left, and he runs down the side and he slots it away. A pass into the midfield sees our player go on an adventurous run where he is tackled. A poor pass back, however, that should have been capitalised but hit the post. That wasn't going to matter, as eventually we did get our fourth goal, winning the game 4-1, and in the second leg, we also won the game 5-3. In the quarterfinals, we have been drawn against Niigata, where if we are to win that, we will also play Seoul or Jeonbuk in the semi-final. Into the quarterfinals then, sees our player run down the right where a cross is blocked. A solo run as he runs all the way over to the left side is also cleared away. They are now on the attack with their striker, but a poor pass sees it go out. Some play down the right hand side eventually does see us take the lead. Niigata eventually do break the line of our defence and they hit the crossbar. We also couldn't capitalise our chance after a poor shot goes straight into the keeper's hand. A corner for Niigata eventually does see them equalise after a ball is smashed way past the goalkeeper. We did come fighting straight away as a ball into the midfield to either go for our strike and the keeper save. Into the second half now, we play the ball from the back but is intercepted where a goal should have been scored but somehow he missed. They continue to apply the pressure after a poor clearance. Caesar goes to the edge of the box where it is smashed way past the goalkeeper again. But this team don't know when to give up as the ball is played over the top and is slotted into the bottom left hand corner. We attack down the right hand side and yet again the same player gets onto the ball and he scores the exact same goal. This game is now turning into a cagey affair as a poor clearance goes straight to their player and the keeper somehow messes up the save, but lucky for him, the goal did get disallowed as we win the first leg 3-2. On to the second leg against Niigata then, sees ourselves up 3-2 on aggregate as we manage to win the ball back early and we play the ball down the right hand side before eventually swinging across him, which has just gone wide of the post. The long ball forward off their keeper sees a flick on and the striker manages to get onto the end of it and scores, and it did get awarded. A couple of minutes later, however, we do go up the pitch as we pass it down the goalkeeper's left hand side. The goal did get awarded. We was not letting off there as a corner sees Suze rise up and get on the end of it. A free kick for our dead ball specialist sees him swing it around the wall and through to the keeper. This one deserves a replay. I mean, look at the way that just flies past everyone. 6-3 up on aggregate now, sees a cross land on our striker's head, but he is saved. Nagita are now the ones to have the possession after a lofted ball over the top of our defence, sees them break the lines and score a wonderful goal. We did, however, retain the lead after a lovely goal, and we win the game 3-2, and we are against SC Seoul in the next round. Into the semi-finals then, we are the team to break the deadlock after a VAR decision did go our way and gave us the goal. We continued to dominate after 2 chances were saved by their goalkeeper. After all them chances at the other end, it was SC Seoul to get a goal back, but it went to VAR and the ref decided to disallow the goal. Into the second half, we managed to score, but another goal that goes to VAR, and this time it was not on our side as the goal did get disallowed. We did not drop our heads after the disallowed goal and we do eventually score, and this time we do get awarded with the goal going 2-0 up in the semi-final. Some more beautiful play from our team sees us score another goal and it goes to VAR yet again, and this time it does get disallowed. All these disallowed goals, however, were never going to stop this team as we managed to score another 2 goals in this game as we win the first leg of the semi-final 4-0 on aggregate. Into the second leg of the semi-final, SC Seoul were the only team to score, however that was not going to be enough to win the game as we were to play Al Hilal in the final of the Champions League. On to the first leg of the final, where a win against Al Hilal will push us ever so closer to getting our first cup of the challenge. A throw-in for us sees a cross swing to the back post where it's headed and we manage to get the first goal of the game. Al Hilal have their own dangerous attack which is cut back but it goes over the bar. Going into the final seconds of the first half now, sees our shot whacked off the crossbar as the ref blows for half time. A long ball forward sees their players win it as he runs forward but it is saved by our keeper. Al Hilal eventually do get their goal after Lukaku's header. We eventually retain our lead to 2-1. This game was nowhere finished, however, as Al Hilal eventually do equalise. The same storytell endings for Yokohama is about to set again as we managed to get a goal and we are winning 3-2. Although Al Hilal had a late corner, it was not going to be enough as the ref blew for full time and we won the first leg 3-2 on aggregate. This was the team that we set up to make the dreams come true and finally win our first trophy for the challenge. Going into the final then, leading Al Hilal 3-2 on aggregate, they were the ones to have the quick start as they won a corner. We also had our fair share of chances as we managed to force a save off the keeper. A poor pass back from their player saw our striker attack, but he got sent forward in the pitch and we crossed the ball, but nothing could be made of it. A corner to us, however, which is cleared, but we retain it, get it over to our winger, where he smashes it way up into the net past the goalkeeper. As we go 4-2 up on aggregate, we were showing no sign of letting off, as a pass is pulled back to our player, which is flashed just across the net. Some beautiful link-up play from Al Hilal sees their shot just go wide. Al Hilal were on the attack again after a vital cross was blocked, which Lukaku was sure to put away. Into the second half, Grealish has a bursting run, which is somehow saved. After all of Al Hilal's chances, it was now our turn to have an attack, and we were clinical as we go 2-0 up in the Champions League final. Al Hilal continued to create chances, but our keeper was unstoppable. Al Hilal eventually did think they got their goal, but it did go to VAR, and after a careful decision, they decided to disallow it. And that was all she wrote. The final whistle was blew and we were the AFC champions, winning our first trophy out of the 5 for the challenge. What a journey that was.